Pierce Brosnan and Helen Mirren join forces for another gory production after MobLand's success. I will explain everything. Never miss this video. Before going to the main topic, I would like to say, like this video and please subscribe to the channel. Pierce Brosnan defends his Irish accent in MobLand after critics called it terrible, but how? After his most recent endeavor was criticized by reviewers, Pierce Brosnan was once again obliged to explain his Irish accent. For his most recent performance as a Kerry man in the crime thriller MobLand, which centers on the fictional Harrigan family and their impact on London's criminal underground, the Hollywood star has drawn criticism. Top videos of the day 46 years after they first shared the screen in The Long Good Friday, Pierce and his former co-star Helen Mirren co-star in the Guy Ritchie-directed series. Viewers in MobLand are not pleased with the way both performers' voices sound when they talk with Irish accents. Pierce has drawn the most criticism. According to the Irish Independent, his attempts are all over the place and a huge distraction. Completely bewildered as to why Pierce Brosnan can't do ********ing Irish accent. Stated one fan who called out the star for X. Another remarked, "You would think Pierce Brendan Brosnan could pull off an Irish accent. It turns out, not at all. How can the renowned Irish actor Pierce Brosnan sound so bad with an Irish accent? Given that he is Irish, Pierce Brosnan's attempt at an Irish accent can only be described as the *******ing offensive," a fourth individual stated. Pierce has justified his use of an accent, saying it was much stronger than his own and that the role, a Kerry man, deserved it. "My accent is really soft," he said to Radio Times. "I can't understand Conrad's accent at all." He recalled that I had advised him that he required a Kerry accent. He then provided me a man's name, which I promptly looked up on Google. It was an accent from Kerry, so I simply threw myself into it. Pierce proceeded to characterize Conrad Harrigan, the patriarch of the family, as a psychopath. The 72-year-old still enjoys slipping into the villain role, even though he is more comfortable portraying the dashing hero. His present role is very different from his Bond days. I like him. I cherish him. He's fun for me. I mean, he is a psychopath, and I don't want to be him. Nothing is prohibited. You have the freedom to be anyone you want to be, and you own the stage. Tom Hardy, Jeff Bell, Geordie Malla, and Mandeep Dhillon are also featured in MobLand. Reunites MobLand stars Pierce Brosnan and Helen Mirren in star-studded trailer. But why? MobLand actors Pierce Brosnan and Helen Mirren have reunited in the streaming realm. This time for the Thursday Murder Club, a mystery comedy that will air on Netflix. Chris Columbus, the seasoned filmmaker behind Home Alone, is the creator of the new film, which will be streamed on August 28. It centers on 4 retirees who enjoy solving cold case homicides. The Thursday Murder Club is based on author and TV host Richard Osman's 2020 book of the same name. The Thursday Murder Club's first official teaser was unveiled by Netflix on Thursday, following the announcement of the release date and a number of first-look pictures earlier this year. Academy Award winner Ben Kingsley and Celia Imrie co-star with Brosnan and Mirren. Each member of the 4-named cold case-solving team is involved in an exciting whodunit mystery after they discover a true murder case. While the teaser does not reveal any surprises, it does hint at an intriguing mystery thriller that has strong only murders in the building overtones. Below, you can view the teaser trailer. According to the official Netflix logline, the Thursday Murder Club is about a group of friends in a retirement home who gather to solve murders for fun but find themselves caught in a real case. Nevertheless, those friends are more than they seem. Celia Imrie plays former nurse Joyce, Kingsley plays an ex-psychiatrist named Ibrahim, Pierce Brosnan plays former union activist Ron, and Mirren plays former spy Elizabeth. Columbus, who directed the movie, which was based on a script by Susan Heathcote and Katie Brand, hailed the ensemble, calling them the finest he had worked with since his Harry Potter days. "I haven't collaborated with a better cast since Potter. The reason they are so well prepared is that they take care of everything. They have developed such kinds of muscles because they perform in theater, television, and movies." The author of the Thursday Murder Club shares the inspiration for their mystery book. Richard Osman, The author of The Thursday Murder Club told Netflix that he was inspired to write a narrative about underestimated people with extraordinary talents after witnessing seniors share their special insights and knowledge. With a cast of celebrities led by Helen Mirren and Pierce Brosnan, who are both currently involved in popular TV and movie franchises, the Netflix version offers a living example of the story's idea. You just sit and talk to these people, and they've had these amazing lives, Osmond said. These incredible tales, rumors, and wisdom are told to you. These folks are so underappreciated, you think. The Thursday Murder Club is really based on the notion that these individuals, with their knowledge and their invisibility, would be ideal to solve a crime. When these underappreciated individuals with amazing abilities are combined, they can do anything. Although it's unclear if Netflix is planning a franchise, Osmond has already released 3 sequels: The Last Devil to Die, The Bullet That Missed, and The Man Who Died Twice. A 4th, The Impossible Fortune, is scheduled to hit bookstores later this year. Pierce Brosnan and Helen Mirren join forces for another gory production after MobLand's success. As Conrad and Maeve Hannigan, a murderous couple, they have been appearing on fan screens every week in Guy Ritchie's gangster series MobLand. Their outrageous antics, which follow the family as they battle the Stevenson family, keep viewers captivated. Their powers as vicious crime lords have been demonstrated in that episode, but in the Thursday Murder Club, they will take a different tack and become as Netflix detectives who are doing their hardest to solve unsolved crimes. The film, which is based on Richard Osman's best-selling book of the same name, centers on 4 retirees who enjoy a pretty unusual pastime. When an unusual death occurs near home, Elizabeth, Helen Mirren, Ron, Pierce Brosnan, Abraham, Ben Kingsley, and Joyce, Celia Emery, spend their free time analyzing cold case murders. This leads them to go on a whodunit mystery with many unexpected turns. Regarding the film, Richard remarked, "It's unbelievable how brilliantly this amazing cast and crew are bringing the Thursday Murder Club to life. The teaser for Chris Columbus' film has increased my excitement for the book, which I am really proud of. The most recent production to come out of the collaboration between Netflix and Amblin Entertainment is the Chris Columbus-directed movie. Ingrid Oliver, Paul Freeman, Jeff Bell, Richard E. Grant, Jonathan Pryce, David Tennant, Henry Lloyd Hughes, Daniel Mays, Naomi Ackie, and Tom Ellis are also featured in the film." Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone director Chris said to Netflix, "This is the best cast I've worked with since Potter. The reason they are so well prepared is that they take care of everything. They have developed such kinds of muscles because they perform in theater, television, and movies." He also acknowledged that he used each actor's unique skills to create a film that was a blend of humor, mystery, and human appeal. "There's a great mystery at its heart, so mystery fans will be very happy," he remarked. "The fact that we have 4 senior residents in a retirement community who are enthralled with murder. And death is intriguing from a thematic standpoint, though, as they are confronted with their own mortality while simultaneously becoming fixated on investigating unsolved murders. On a thematic level, I adored that. In addition to being humorous, it is also highly emotional." During the filming process, the cast received a very special guest on site in the form of Steven Spielberg, the founder of Amblin. Spielberg was taken aback when he ran across an old friend, Paul Freeman, who was the infamous shadowy reflection, and Indiana Jones antagonist Belloc from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Pierce Brosnan and Helen Mirren's wild accents are the best parts of MobLand. Conrad, Pierce Brosnan, and Maeve Harrigan, Helen Mirren, the leaders of a London criminal dynasty, have a tense marriage that is the source of the most fascinating and hilarious elements of the Guy Ritchie-produced crime drama MobLand. One of their many memorable altercations occurs between the two in the penultimate episode of the first season of the show, which aired on May 25. He invites a younger woman to join them for dinner, and they argue while sweating it out in their opulent English manners sauna. She's wearing a bathrobe, and he's shirtless. She asks him, in a heavy Irish accent that is difficult to take seriously, even for a brief moment. In response, he says he just wants to find out if this new family friend is spying on them. "Would you like to find a wire and strip her naked?" Ending the conversation, Maeve gestures to her powerful husband's actions and threatens to lose them if he does anything. Conrad glances down and sighs, appearing to be both relieved and frustrated that his bodily parts are still intact, which adds to the humor. The Day of the Jackals. Ronan Bennett wrote the thriller for Paramount+, which is filled with these kinds of insane exchanges between this poisonous pair. They are always competing with each other to be the most awful, frightening, and draining parent and person. They clash once more in the previously stated pre-final performance, Beggar's Banquet. Maeve, who is seated at the dinner table, maintains her uneasy demeanor by endlessly rambling about bizarre and uncomfortable topics. Yes, really. A couple of her family members, co-workers, and others attempt to process her speech as well as the food they are eating. Conrad then rants about his wife being treacherous, pounding his hands and hurling accusations in a carey tone that is both distracting and regrettably humorous. Every time the characters played by Brosnan and Mirren attack one another in this way, it's a sight to witness. The series' real strength is in both actors' dedication to not holding back in their performances, especially when it comes to certain dramatic intonations, despite how droll their speech may be. If you think this is overstating things, wait until the very end of Beggar's Banquet, when Conrad and Maeve are arrested by the police following the huge dinner-time altercation mentioned earlier. They are handcuffed and placed in the police car, but instead of cringing or arguing more, they laugh at one another and proudly and loudly sing Danny Doyle's Irish folk ballad 20 Men from Dublin Town. Brosnan and Mirren have a chance to play up their dialect antics musically. No more today. What do you think about this gossip? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates like this. Thank you.